Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel and also click the bell to get notified every time I upload a brand new video. Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Wayne coming to you with a brand new episode of Nerd Bait. It's been a while, guys. I know I've been working at my new job. I work at a youth center here on one of the Army posts that me and my wife are stationed at. Besides all that good stuff, hope everybody had a good Christmas, New Year's, everything. Hope everybody's doing good. Now today, I want to talk about this brand new game I've been playing on my Xbox. I got it with the Xbox Game Pass. I got the Game Pass for like $1. It's this new game called Absolver. It's developed by Slow Clap and it was published by Devolver Digital. It's a martial art themed action role-playing video game developed by Slow Clap, as I said, and published by Devolver Digital for the PS4 and PC, and it's also for Xbox. With a lot of hype coming behind the game, a lot of people are hoping that it could come to the Switch one day. Fingers crossed. I hope that the Switch do get a port for Absolver because it's a pretty awesome game, and I'm gonna tell you why. The game was released in 2017. They came out with an expansion pass called Downfall in 2018, the month of September. The new expansion is available through all the available platforms. Actually, when you load up the game, it says Absolver Downfall. The game is about $35 or it's available with the Game Pass for the subscribers to the Game Pass. I enjoyed the game. My homie Meso, shouts out to him for putting me on this game. I actually thought it was gonna be kind of retarded crazy, but after seeing like the trailer for the game, it got me pumped up and hyped. I like fighting games, but this type of fighting game is very different. It's very particularly different. It's more about fighting and going on adventures versus just like head-on fighting. You have to really plan. You have to strategize each and every single match you go into because each and every single person you come across have different fighting styles. But I'm gonna give you guys some pros and I'm gonna give you guys some cons about the game. Enjoy it. If you enjoy this, be sure to subscribe to this on whatever platform you're hearing this on: Apple Music, Spotify, my Anchor. Support your boy. I have a link up on my Anchor and it's on my Spotify and everything. Some of the pros that I have with Absolver is that it's a fresh new game. I really love that. It's like an adventure martial arts game, as I stated already. You go around on adventures, you hunt down these guys, you have to beat them because they're like the marked ones or whatever. Once you beat them, it unlocks a door. Once you unlock that door, you have to go like to the very top. You have to go through waves of enemy. It's like not Liu Kang, but it's like Bruce Lee's towers. You have to go through so many floors before you get to the main person. Once you get to the main person, you become the Absolver, and becoming the Absolver is like the ultimate thing. It's like, hey, you're ready to go out here and make us proud. Combat of the game is very different from any other fighting games I ever played because you can't just go in head on button mashing. That just won't work, guys. There are so many different fighting styles which are so awesome. They also have the Drunken Master, which I love, like personally, because it helps. It just gets the job done. You have to fight a lot of AIs and everything. You'll come across a lot of AIs with different fighting styles and different techniques that they use to try to beat you or whatever. And to attain certain fighting styles, you will have to fight the AIs. You have to win. Or when you're fighting a person in PvE, and after you defeat them, your person will learn the moves, which you could go into the move set and change it around. But the best thing is you cannot win by button mashing. You have to really be on some strategic shit, man. Now, it could be fluent, but not so fluent, you know? Like, you could be going in, going crazy, blocking. You also have a stamina bar that you have to watch out for because fighting or dodging can drain your stamina bar. And with the blocking, I love the blocking because that shit is hard and it makes me want to learn how to do it better. You have, when you're blocking with the LT button or the left trigger button on whatever system you're on or whatever you're using to play on PC, you also get the option to use the right analog to move your arms up, down, left, right to try to block, high and low kicks or, gut hits. You also have B, which helps you evade certain attacks, and you can block or so on. Successfully blocking some people could cause them to be a little stunned. Once you learn to get better with it, you'll become a real beast with the blocking and everything and learn how to counter and, beat people ass. Slow Clap did a really great job with the whole fighting styles and everything of this game. And like I said, with a lot of hype behind this game, there's going to be more fighting styles and everything coming because the Downfall actually added way more different fighting styles and weapons and everything that you could use to beat people and stuff. And you also get like these different fighting specials. Each person that you defeat have a special power. You can use that. You can only equip 2 at a time, and also a sword. You have 4 different swords in the game. You can summon them at any time, and that's pretty great. I like that. The only downfall about it is when they're attacking you, they can knock it out your hand and use your weapon against you, or they can break it. Once you learn how to use the blocking system, it'll feel so rewarding. You will be like, yes, I'm a beast. You will feel that shit. You'll be hyped in a motherfucker. Like, I'm about to whip this motherfucker ass. The graphics seem like a watercolor art style game that was brought into like a HD, 1080 4K standard. It looks really, really nice. The game is so beautiful. It's so crispy. The art style is just so beautiful. It kind of looked like a novel, like, something that you were seeing drawn in a book. Now, the boss fights, I love them because they're so challenging. They're really frustrating, but they're so challenging. You have the 6 marked people that you have to find. You have about 3 or 4 cutscene bosses that you have to fight. Now, I say cutscene bosses because there are like 3 or 4 cutscenes, or I believe there's 3. I know one was with the twins. They was really difficult. Then you have one with this guy who could control minds. So when you're fighting him, you have like 40 goddamn other people like coming up and fighting you, but they're easy to destroy because you knock them out with one hit. And once you knock somebody out, it replenishes your health. And then the third person fight is the last person of the game. Once you beat her, you become the Absolver and everything. But yeah, so you have the 6 people you need to get into the tower. Then you have the 3 cutscenes, and then you have this one special person who unlocks a door to a guy who can sell you special materials and everything. The cutscene bosses could definitely raise your stress level like crazy, man. I'm talking about like super crazy. Like the shit, it blew my mind. Like it was getting on my nerves. It was pissing me off. I was like getting frustrated. I had to fight the twins like 5 times because I had to learn how to separate them and beat one of them to beat the other one and everything. It was just crazy, man. It was crazy. And sometimes, man, you just got to have a plan. Like I said, you got to be real strategic. You just got to know what you're going to do and how you're going to do it instead of just going head on clashing, button mashing and shit. The leveling system is so awesome because you could go around whooping AI asses all day long, and it's pretty easy. Like after 2 AIs, or depending on how you defeat them, your experience points, if you get more than 1,000 experience points, man, like from 2-3 people, you already leveled up 2 times, and each time you level up, you get 1 credit. I call them credits. I don't really know what they call it in the game, but you get 1 credit. You get that 1 credit, you can level up like one of your attributes, like vulnerability, endurance, your survivability, dexterity, something like that. Yeah, so beating the AIs, beating the bosses, other players, PvE matches and everything will help you gain the points that you need to level up your attributes. And sometimes you can have points that can help level up your weapons or your clothes and everything. And that's what I want to get into next, is the gear. For some reason, you have some AIs that, majority of all the AIs, you can see their faces, like the ones that are on your side. But about 98% of the game, everybody had a face covered. You have gear, you have masks, you have cloaks, you have robes, you have everything a martial artist use in fighting games that helps. And the gear also helps like add more contributions to your damage or protection and everything. So depending on what you wear, it could help you or it could destroy you. It just depends on the type of gear you have. You have of course, your common, your rare, your legendary. You have one mask that really pushes your damage all the way up, but it's like a rare mask you have to find in the game. You can find a lot of gear by finding these glowing rocks around the world. They usually give you a little something, or you could pick up from some higher level AIs. They will drop stuff and you take it from them or from the bosses that you defeat. I haven't seen no microtransaction in the game. That's another thing that I do like, that there's no transactions. Next up, the PvE modes. They're pretty good. You have your one-on-one, you go head in on with another player. You whip their ass. I believe you get to a certain amount before you can win. You have 3v3 where you have to capture points, which is pretty intense because you're fighting. There's no weapons besides your sword. So you have to fight other people who's been playing this game. And like some of these guys are like crazy good with the game. Like when it comes to fighting, like they have their stamina all the way up and it's just ridiculous, man. I'm telling you, like I had it in one match and like all 3 of the guys just kept jumping me because my teammates were too scared to come out and fight with me. But I love the PvE mode. Hopefully they can add like a more like a 6-player, 6v6 or something, add more to it to give us out. I know they also have co-op mode, which I also like. The only thing I don't like is when you get to a cutscene boss, you cannot have nobody help you with those. Now with the marked ones, anybody can come and help you with the marked ones. They're just other AIs that's just really high level. But the cutscenes, you are on your own. I kind of like it, but I don't, because I wish, like, man, every time you separate from your buddy. Cons of the game. The story. That shit is short as fuck. I'm sorry. I love the game, but I wish the story was longer. I beat it within an hour and 30 minutes. It was all about finding the 6 mark ones, the 3 cutscene bosses, and that one dude who opens the gate to a guy who sell you shit that the other guy that you been found sells the same goddamn shit, which pissed me off. I'm like, I just did all this running around for nothing, really. It's just added more time for nothing. So hopefully with all the hype that's coming behind the game, they will soon release more content for the game. And I honestly believe like their next expansion should be really big, because the game is on the map. There's no fast travel in the game, not that I know of. There's no mini map, so every time you go to an altar that they have is basically like a safe point where you go to. It saves every time you go to an altar. You could go to your essence. That's how you go to your PvE matches online, and it's a whole bunch of stuff that lets you does. Like you automatically meditate whenever you want to upgrade your attributes. Shows the altar show you a map. The maps are not rotated, or it doesn't fix itself to where you are. You have to figure out where you're gonna go on your own, and it does a horrible job with guidance. That's one thing I have with it. It has a horrible. It's just so horrible with guidance. Like, you have to really pick your brain to understand the map or which way you want to go, or where's what at, and this, that, and the fifth. So when you find other altars, you start to piece the map together like I did, but it took so long because I was like, man, I'm just wandering around, and there are so many hidden passages. You have to really explore like every single inch of the world, because there are hidden passages you have to go through to get to the other parts of the world. I do love that you could team up with your friends and everything, do co-op, everything, whoop ass together and all that shit. But the only thing I hate is when I'm fighting a high level AI, I hit my homie, it would say at the bottom right of the screen that you're becoming aggressive. If you hit the person again, it would say you're becoming it'll start to change color to red, like you're being very aggressive. Then if you hit the person a third or fourth time, it's the party disbands. And I kind of hate that, because I'm like, okay, we party up, there should be like some type of friendly fire, friendly hits or whatever. But no. Like I like it like that, but I don't like it like that, because if I teamed up with my homie, I don't want to just whoop his ass and kill him, and we're here trying to do a co-op mission together, everything. And another thing is, when you group up with your friend and you get into a certain area and you have to fight like certain enemies, the game can lag really bad. Sometimes it was lagging so bad, like I went to one area and there was a bunch of other people, we wasn't even grouped up, and we was fighting like in a group. Basically, we all teamed up, we started fighting people. It just started lagging really bad. I had died because I fell off a building. I didn't even know I fell off the building. I thought I was still in the middle of the building or whatever. And the game does good with letting you group up with whoever you want to group up with. Usually you just aim at the person like you're about to fight them. Then you press the L button for the social interactions. You could link up with them, or you could disband, or you could request to fight them, or you could request to stop the fight. And if they want to stop the fight, then they can accept it, or they can decline it and whoop your ass. I like that, but the lag, nah, the lags, it comes here and there. I haven't really had no drop frame rates or anything like that. It's just more like the gameplay slows down and it becomes a little too intense. Another thing I have with the game is that it still feel like it's an early access game, like it's still a preview game. Like a lot of Xbox games, their game previews, they're pretty awesome, but they also have short stories, and like, I don't want to say it has no meaning, but most of them really don't have no meaning. They just there for like a little fun, and then that's it. Overall, I recommend the game if you're into, grinding your character and everything, and whooping people's asses and becoming like the best of the best in fighting games and everything. See, me, I love playing Mortal Kombat and all that good stuff, so I like this game. I play it with my homie most of the time. But for $30 or $35, I don't think so. I think the game should be like about at least $20 at the most. But if you have the Xbox Pass, hey, you get it for, free, quote unquote free, because I mean, you're paying for the Game Pass. It's your boy Ernest Wayne. I'm glad you guys enjoyed this podcast. If you're on YouTube, give it a thumbs up. Come in the comments box down below. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and everything for more of these everybody podcasts and everything, reviews and all that good stuff. Follow me on my Instagram, my Twitter, and all that junk. And be sure to come on my Anchor, Spotify, or Apple Music and listen to the podcast, guys. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Like I said, new year, guys. We're gonna push it through. We're gonna do better. We're gonna achieve our goals and everything. Your boy's here for it. Let's get it done, baby.